Okay, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. It's Dan of Dan and Paul here, and this is going to be the start of my new and first Panic Let's Play, which I'm going to be doing of S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Call of Pripyat. Why S.T.A.L.K.E.R? Well, survival horror is a big genre nowadays. It's filling up with games, you know, The Forest, The Stomping Land, 7 Days to Die, stuff like that. So I want to play a game that's a survival horror, because obviously they seem popular, but an older one. One that kind of sets the bar for things to match, really. S.T.A.L.K.E.R was a fantastic series. Some of you probably know it, some don't. So hopefully this Let's Play will, I don't know, maybe even convince you to buy it, convince you to get involved. But hopefully it's fun, hopefully you enjoy, and we'll just start out with showing you the opening scenes, which kind of set the story, say a bit of the history of the franchise and stuff like that. And I will be playing on Veteran, because that's the only way to play. So, see you in a bit after this cutscene.
At 0123, on April 26, 1986, the reactor of Power Block 4 of Chernobyl NPP is destroyed following a series of thermal explosions. The resulting radioactive cloud moves across the European part of the USSR, Eastern Europe, and Scandinavia, eventually reaching America. The consequences of the disaster are so serious that the government is forced to begin evacuating the residents of nearby towns and villages. A 30-kilometer exclusion zone is created to stop residents from returning to the contaminated area. Despite the disaster, the Chernobyl NPP continues to operate. The existence of a power station, as well as the fact that the area is no longer inhabited, leads the Council of Ministers of the USSR to set up a network of secret laboratories in the exclusion zone. June 11th, 2006. The exclusion zone lights up with a flash of blinding light as clouds can be seen evaporating in the sky. After a moment of complete silence, a peal of thunder shakes the ground. Most of the government forces guarding the perimeter are killed instantly. 2008. Scientists are still unable to explain what happened. Rare expeditions into the zone usually end in tragedy, with survivors telling stories of mutated animals with incredible abilities roaming the area. According to various estimates, by 2010, the zone is home to between 100 and 300 unknown individuals. They call themselves stalkers and make their living by collecting anomalous formations known as artifacts, which they sell for considerable sums of money. 2011. Despite military cordons, the stalker phenomenon is growing in numbers. However, stalkers travel primarily around the zone's edges, with the center remaining terra incognita. The few attempts to penetrate deeper into the zone have all ended in failure. 2012. A stalker called S.T.A.L.K.E.R solves the secret of the brain scorcher, a man-made emitter that had blocked the way to the center of the zone for years. After the brain scorcher is disabled, all stalkers rush for the center of the zone, some in hopes of finding a treasure trove of artifacts, others in search of the wish granter. The government decides to launch a large-scale military operation. Operation Fairway, as it came to be known, involves using maps of anomaly fields to maneuver helicopters to the CNPP. Despite meticulous preparation, the operation is a failure, and none of the helicopters return from the mission. Major Dekhtyrov, a USS special agent, is sent into the zone to investigate the disappearance of the helicopters. Disguised as a stalker, equipped with a regular assault rifle, 2 weeks' worth of supplies, and a radio to communicate with HQ, the Major begins his journey towards the center of the zone.
And that's a wasted bullet. Fantastic start. Let's make sure this is loaded. Right, so that is the basic backstory, and this is the game. I'm not running it in the highest setting. It can go prettier than this, but my recording software gets a bit panicky and starts juttering about and having a bit of a panic attack, so we'll leave it at this and see how this goes. So, hopefully that sets the story a bit, gets everyone interested, and very soon I will have the next part up, which will be the start of the playthrough. I do realise that in that cutscene a lot of the words don't match up, random judder. A lot of the words don't match up to what he's saying, which is a little bit weird. Even some of the dates are wrong. But whatever. Thank you for watching, and next time we will start our adventure into the zone.